Hey guys, been a little while since I've been on the bench, kind of taking a little bit of a break. I was on there a little bit here and there. I've been working on this. I got the paint on, got the decals on, did some clear on it, wet sanded, and then did Moebius 2 polish on it, and that stuff really works really well. Give it a nice shine, smooth out all the imperfections in it. I also wired the engine. I think last time I also didn't have the engine painted. I think that was just a all gray. I went with a metallic orange. It's not the official Hemi orange, but I figured I'd go a little wild. This kit also does not come with windshields or windows. The windshield and rear windows I actually put in there. It was off of packaging of some kind, and it worked really well. Super glued it in there. Give it a little bit more of a realistic look. I don't think it's going to take away from the monster being in there. I think you'll still be able to see them pretty well through it. I was thinking of the back too, to do them like a red color or so, but then I changed my mind. I figured I'd just keep it clear. There's enough going on as it is. As you guys can see, I kind of went with the color shift that is through testers. This is the blue and purple. This kit actually really shows it off well because there's a lot of curves on it and a lot of surfaces. So if it's out in the sun, you actually get to see a lot of colors. I got the window on open right now, so the sunlight's coming in, and a couple of lights in the room. It still looks a lot better outside, and probably in person. I don't know how well the camera's actually going to show it. The headlights, I'm thinking about painting them red. I was kind of thinking about drilling them out and putting a LED in there and making a dome out of some kind of epoxy or acrylic or something like that, or to give it that shape. Right now I just kind of have them, I think it's flat aluminum, but I'm going to change it. So here's another angle. Hopefully it shows the color shift. That way you guys can get a nice view of it. That paint's really nice. The base, I really don't like the base. It's too thin. It's trying to smooth out itself too much. So when it goes on there, it looks eggshelled, and then it slowly lays flat. I'm not really used to that too well. But you don't have to necessarily use the base that comes with these color shift paints. You can use any gloss black that's compatible with the paint, and you can't wet sand it before you put the color shift on. It has to be gloss. It will show through. The first kit I did, I thought, well, it's probably like a clear. I'll wet sand it and it'll look fine, because I had one bad spot, and it showed all the sand marks through it, and it didn't wet down like a clear would. So you really want to make sure the surface on the gloss black base is perfect as it can be. But I'm really happy with the way this is turning out so far. Sorry, it's been a while. I was on a nice routine where I was having videos come out Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. But I think I was spending a little too much time on the bench, let my weight get the better of me, my health and all that, being inactive too long. So now I'm trying to be more active, take care of that, and spend a little less time sitting down at the bench. So I probably will be doing Saturday videos, and if I do 3 recordings at one time, I will kind of schedule them out. So I'll end up doing that, but there might be times where I don't have a video coming out. So hopefully that don't disappoint anybody, but you got to take care of that first. But on that Novus 2, I always kind of didn't want to really get into polishing cars. I've said it in a couple of my videos, and after doing this one, I think it should be done to every kit. I mean, it just really livens it up. It really don't take too much time. You can do it while you're watching TV, but the outcome of it is just so much nicer. I don't know if you guys can see how much better. I should have did it before and after. Maybe I'll do that on a different one, but you really can tell the difference when you do a little bit of wet sand it and then polish it out. Because even if you have a nice clear gloss on top, that really adds a lot more to it when it's super smooth. And even this one has imperfections in some of the places, but it's just so much better. Better than what it was, that's for sure. Try to get zoomed in here. That way you can kind of see the gloss. There's a lot of focus there. I like the doors. I did prime this and stripped it, as you saw in the last one. The doors did have some residue of the primer that I didn't get off as well. And when the clear was on it, it kind of had some egg peel on it. And just doing that wet sanding and polishing it really made it so much better. But and that Novus 2, it's kind of expensive. I did get it for Christmas, but it is expensive. But if anybody's worried about the price, you barely use any of it when you're using it. A little bit goes a long way, so probably buy a bottle. That probably lasts you forever. I got a couple windshields I'm actually going to try it on. I got some damage. I think I showed it in the last video actually. We're on the unboxing. They had some spots where the tires were in the package sitting on the glass. A lot of you guys have that issue come through. I'm going to try that on there. Wet sand that spot and then try to buff it out with that. And if it's still a little rough, I'll probably just put that Pledge Future on it. But until next time, I think this one will be done. The Bandai build is coming up this Sunday. I have 2 other cars that I'm working on. They'll probably be in and out as I do the Bandai build. And so this one should be done before that. I think I'll probably get it done tonight. Alright, you guys have a good one. Talk to you then.